What do you do if you receive a letter, an email, an eBay message, or anything of communication-wise from a company telling you you are not legally allowed to sell their product? Do you fight them? Do you ignore them? Or is there another course of action? Let's find out. Yeah, what's going on, Rockstars? Welcome to the channel, Monday, October 9th, 2023. And this is a hugely important topic, which I have covered on this channel before. I received an email from a gentleman a couple days ago that he received a legal notice from the company Trademark in the mail. I'm going to show you that letter. I'm going to black out his name and his information. He did not give me permission to share that, so that's fine, but I will share the contents of the letter he received in the actual physical mail. Let me start off this video by saying if a company contacts you via mail, whether it's certified signature or not, whether it's via email, whether it's via text message, there's many ways they can contact you. So long as they can prove that you are the owner of that contact method, that address, that email, that phone number, then it is legal as a cease and desist. Let me tell you guys that a cease and desist is not even a requirement. A company does not have to tell you to stop selling their product in order to have the right to sue you. They can sue you and bypass the entire cease and desist. A cease and desist is actually a courtesy to the person that could potentially be sued. That's you as the seller. Now, I want to read you this letter and I want to tell you how to handle this, because some people just say it's a scare tactic, it's a strong arm tactic, and that is false. That is false, 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 false. I have even seen lawyers go into my Facebook group and tell people that they can simply ignore these lawsuits, and then those same people go back and get sued because the lawyer was not the right kind of lawyer, was uneducated on that law, or did not understand what was going on. Now, I'm no lawyer. I can't give you legal advice. I'm going to tell you my experience and how you should handle these in my opinion. But I can tell you my experience comes from being sued 10 to 11 years ago in a federal court along with 400 other defendants who all did the same thing, who were sued by a multi-billion-dollar company. Most of you know this about me. In the case, it was covered 10, 11 years ago. I was sued by Sprint. I wasn't allowed to talk about it for a while for $5 million for selling products they didn't want us to sell. But because we argued the first sale doctrine and the rights to sell it, they went and claimed fraud and trademark infringement. That's how they got the judge to go, oh, look, fraud and trademark infringement, when in fact it was simply a case of a large company bullying small companies to stop us from selling products they didn't want us to stop. Now, you could say go to court and fight that on the federal court and fight that and beat them. And it cost me 6 figures to try and fight them. I spent nearly $100,000 fighting them. 97 grand, I think, was the final number, only to find out that you can't fight this stuff. You cannot win against them. They will kill you. This was 10/11 years ago. I didn't have very much money. Even today's standards, with the money that I do have, fighting a $100,000 or $150,000 case would be a devastating blow to my bank account, I assure you. And, you know, if you Google my case, it says I owe them $5 million, I lost $5 million, which is clearly not the case. They would have a judgment against me. Not to brag, but if somebody had a $5 million judgment against me, I wouldn't have this house, I wouldn't have those cars, I wouldn't have the life that I live. That's not what happened. The case was handled. Everyone walked away, signed papers, it was done. But I still spent 100 grand fighting them, which most people can't even dream of spending 100 grand to fight them. I don't even know, I can't recall or even fathom how I came up with that kind of money to pay them back then, or to pay my lawyers rather. But that's the experience I have, so make sure you listen up, guys. Let me read you this letter, and then we're going to cover what you should do if you receive one of these letters and how to handle it. So I don't want this video to go too long. Let's jump over to the letter, and then, again, I can't give you legal advice. This is how I would handle it if this happened to me today, what happened to me 10 years ago, in my opinion. I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, ProEcommercelister, your one-stop shop for listing services. Simply take photos of your inventory, upload them into our system in our mobile app or website, and we do the rest. Titles, descriptions, conditions, item specifics, return times, handling times, and shipping policies. You simply price your item and make them live on the platform. Contact ProEcommerce Lister below at www.proecommercelister.com or email us at proecommercelister@gmail.com for full instructions and pricing. And thank ProEcommerce Lister for being a sponsor of the Rockstarflipper YouTube channel. Okay, so I have the letter pulled up here. I'm gonna try to do like a side-by-side in the video edit and post-production, but we'll see how it works out. This letter is from Trademark, which is a hair care company. They do like women's hair growth and shampoos and conditioners and all sorts of stuff. I know probably most of you ladies out there will be familiar with Trademark. Maybe some of you guys will. It comes from their legal team out of New Jersey. It is a 100% legitimate letter. A lot of people say this isn't legitimate. I look them up. Let me read the letter and I'll tell you the exact process you should handle if you receive a letter or an email or a message on eBay to confirm this. So this says, and I've redacted and blacked out the person's information. They didn't give me permission to share their information, but I want to share the contents of the letter, and so I blacked all this out. This is a first notice of non-compliance filed on September 29, 2023, so it's about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Karanique is placing you on immediate notice that you are not authorized to sell its product on a third-party marketplace, such as, but not limited to, Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Google Shopping, or any private or social media website without the express permission by Karanique. Should be of Karanique. You may not be aware that only Karanique's authorized distributors are permitted by Karanique to sell its products. It is only by limiting sales to authorized distributors that Karanique is able to protect its trademarks, there's their key word, and the safety of consumers, and to maintain the integrity and reputation of the Karanique brand. So what they're saying is they know they give authorized distributors authentic goods. They know that that's authentic stuff going out, not fake stuff. If you're buying fake stuff from some Chinese guy in a flea market, could be fake, could hurt people. They're absolutely right. Your unauthorized sale of Karanique products is likely to cause consumer confusion regarding the affiliation, connection, sponsorship, and or approval of Karanique because it suggests that the products you sell are authorized by Karanique, which they are not. Now, they're not telling him that they're fake. They didn't say he sold fake goods. They're saying he doesn't have permission to sell their goods, be it real or fake or otherwise. It's always illegal to sell fakes. For these reasons stated above, our attorneys advise that the first sale doctrine, important, does not protect you from the liability for trademark infringement and is causing confusion for our customers. Thus, you are interfering with our brand's ability to protect its trademarks and the safety of consumers to maintain the integrity and reputation of the Karanique brand. That's how they get you guys. You don't have the right to sell their product. But wait, you do. The first sale doctrine tells us that we have the right to sell their product. We don't have the right to use their name or their logo when selling it. So we could say we're selling a white bottle of shampoo. Okay, we didn't use the Karanique name, except Karanique's written on the bottle and their logo. Could you black it out and sell it? Sure, you could, but what's the point? How are you going to sell something if you can't put the brand and if you can't put the logo in there? No one's going to know what they're buying. They're not going to buy your item. They're never going to be able to find it, and you're just wasting your time spinning your wheels trying to get around some legality. It's pointless. In order to prevent further action against you, we demand that you immediately and permanently cease and desist selling Karanique products on third-party private websites and social media platforms. Karanique regularly monitors the internet to detect unauthorized sales of their product. Guys, these people have lawyers on retainer and junior lawyers and junior employees. They literally will tell them to go to eBay every morning as part of their job duty and type in Karanique and message every person. They will buy your items. They will buy your items, have it shipped to them, get your address, and then send you this letter. That's how they do it. We're not making this stuff up or fear-mongering. They do this. Here's the exhibit. We are monitoring your activity to collect any and additional evidence should you continue with your unauthorized sales, meaning they found you on eBay. They bought one of your items. They sent you this letter. Now they know who you are. They're going to go to every other platform, Mercari, Etsy, Poshmark, and they're going to look for you. They're going to look for your social media. They're going to see if you put it up on Facebook Marketplace. You can't just go to another website. They will find you 9 times out of 10, 99 out of 100. Our private investigators have uncovered your real identity and your personal contact information in the event that you do not stop selling our products. There you go, guys. To avoid further action. Oh, just FYI, when Sprint sued me, they sent private investigators to my place of business, my actual shop that I owned back in the day, and followed me, or an employee rather, somebody I had doing work for me, into a public shopping center where we did a transaction with somebody, completely legitimate legal transaction that they met us at, and followed us and took pictures. This is the links these companies will go to. It's bananas. To avoid further action, please email brandprotection@karanique.com no later than 3 days after the receipt of this letter with your storefront name to confirm that you have fully complied with this letter. Any future sales of our products will be considered an intentional violation of our trademark and will force us to initiate legal action against you. Signed, the Director of Legal Affairs for Karanique, who I Googled before I made this video. That is their legal team. That is their address. That is their entire information. It is real, and they are not joking. They're not playing around. So let's cut this, and I'll tell you exactly how you handle this. Okay, so this pops up in my Facebook group and other Facebook groups all the time. People get this letter in the mail, or they get it via an eBay message or an email. And a lot of times on eBay, it'll come through from somebody with zero feedback, somebody with a weird name, SCP-111 or JDL-111 or whatever. And they're like, oh, you know, people jump in the chat and jump on the post and they're like, it's fake, they're just bullying you. And yes, that does happen. Competitors will go on and create fake accounts and bullying you into taking it down and scare you. But 99 out of 100, it's legitimate. Don't assume it's not. Because if you assume it's just a competitor trying to scare you off and you ignore it, or you keep doing what you're doing and you get sued, that little, ignoring of them just cost you huge. It is not worth the risk to assume it's not them. First thing you're going to do what I do. Google the company. Find out if it came from them, from their address, from their law team, from the person who's in charge of this. See if there's other Reddit posts. Don't believe what you see on Facebook or Reddit where somebody says, oh, it's just fake, just ignore it. Don't do that. Go look and make sure this actually came from the company like I did. Then if you're still not convinced, call the company and say, hey, don't give them your name, don't give me your information, call. I need to speak to your legal department. I need to speak to James. I need to speak to Jimmy, Billy, Bobby, Susie, whoever. Get them on the phone. Hey, I received a letter from your company stating, call them from a different number if you have to, stating that, a Google Voice number, that I am in violation of selling your products. Is this something you do? Do you send these letters out? Can you confirm that you sent me a letter like this? Then and only then, if they say, yes, we send these letters out, we've sent letters out, and they confirm it's you, you know it's that. If they say, no, we haven't sent this letter out, then you're good to go. Then you'll know that they do send letters out. They haven't sent you one out. Go take down everything that you do. In fact, before you make any moves, remove any products that you have of theirs down. So then if they go looking for you later, there's none they can find. Confirm it's from them. As soon as you confirm, then you know it's real. If they tell you they don't do this, they have no idea who you are, they've never contacted you, you can even play dumb and go, I've never sold your product. I think I received a letter from you in mistake. Can you confirm? I've never listed your products. I never sold it. Then they're going to go, well, yeah, we found it. And then you'll go, oh, yep, I know it was me. Never assume it's not them. And it doesn't matter that they sent it on eBay or Poshmark or through the mail or text message. It doesn't have to come certified, blah, 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 blah. That is a myth. This is enough for a cease and desist. Notice I said cease and desist. This is enough for a C&D. They don't have to certify it to send it to you cease and desistly. That is a courtesy. When they sue you, when they actually file a lawsuit and sue you, they have to serve you with a process server. That's not even certified mail through the mail. It is a process server who serves you and sues you. That is the process. That's how it works. But when you get to the lawsuit and they file the lawsuit, it's already too late. It's too late. You don't want to get it to that point. Follow orders on what they do. Karanique is being pretty reasonable here, just saying don't do it again. A lot of companies will send you a cease and desist that says don't do it again. Send us your inventory. Send us what you have. Send us any profits that you made. Send us your sales report. Send us your list of customers, your list of suppliers. They want you to send it all. And if you don't do all of it, they will still go forward and sue you. They're giving you a chance, but with a bunch of requirements. So Karanique actually being very, very nice to this gentleman. That's how you have to handle it, guys. You have to assume it's real and you have to do what they say, because first sale doctrine is not going to save you. And you can only try first sale doctrine if you've got the money to go to federal court and fight them. I promise you 99%, not being mean, 99% of you watching this video do not have the money to fight a multi-million or multi-billion-dollar company in federal court. It is 6 figures or more, and it's not something you could just go rack up credit card bills or live off of debt. And let me just put it in a bigger sense. You're not going to win. And even if you did win, you're not going to get your legal fees back. Legal fees, it's a myth that if you countersue, you can get legal fees back. That's only if it's a frivolous lawsuit or a lawsuit that was thrown out and deemed unreasonable. These suits will not get thrown out. They're reasonable suits of reasonable companies reasonably protecting their brand. They will move forward. A judge will not dismiss these cases. Sometimes they'll dismiss some of the charges, but they're never going to dismiss the whole case. They're going to hear it. I promise you, I watched 458 of them go through the court system for years. Trust me. And even if you did win, and even if you did get your legal fees back, is it really worth it to put that money out up front? All that time, that headache, that court cases, that paperwork, those lawyers, is it really worth it? How much Carinique did you sell? How much would you have to sell to profit that? And what's the end game? Because even if you beat them and you're like, okay, I have the right to sell it, years from now, are you going to still be buying Carinique and buying and selling it? It's not worth it, guys. Don't fight them. Just say, okay, I'll find a new product. I'll find a new product and I'll sell other stuff. I probably only have one of these anyways, or two of these, or five of these, or whatever it is. Do what they say. Apologize. Tell them you'll never do it again. Tell them you're aware of what's going on. You had no idea that only authorized distributors could sell it, and you'll be done. They'll never see you again. And that's it. That's how you handle it, guys. I'm not telling you to let companies bully you and be scared, but I'm also not telling you to be an idiot and try to fight them in federal court. It's just not worth it. So that's what I'm going to put out there for you guys today. Also, really quick, grab your notepads, your pen, and your papers. Let me give you a list of all the stuff not to sell and not to do. Make this list. I'll try to put some logos. Carinique, you're not going to sell Carinique anymore. You're not going to sell Beachbody or P90X, not allowed. You're not going to sell Wallet Ninja. You're not going to sell Blue Parrot headphones, and you're not going to sell brand new OtterBox cases or LifeProof cases. They provide full warranties. They will come after you. LifeProof and OtterBox brand new. Selling them used, I've not heard problems, but usually they're not worth a lot of money used anyways. Also, same with Patagonia and the North Face. Selling them brand new is a big no-no. Selling them used is absolutely allowed. I've seen everyone sell North Face and Patagonia used. I sell it. I have it listed in my store right now. Brand new? No. No, 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 no. Can you list a brand new one as used? Sure, you could do that, and I think you'll be fine. I've never heard of a problem with that as well. Also, do not use the word Velcro, and do not use the word onesie in any listings. Those words are completely off limits. And there are many other products that'll probably pop up with this. Feel free to put them in my comments section, but only if you've received actual emails, messages, or letters, not if you've just had a takedown from Vero from eBay. Some of those are false, some of those are real, very hard to tell. Also, big myth, a company must be on the eBay Vero page for them to Vero you. That is not true. They do not have to appear on eBay's Vero list. That's a courtesy list. Many companies will knock you down and they never appear on eBay. They never go through eBay. They do not have to contact eBay to take down your listing either. Again, they can just mail it to you, send it to you, do whatever they want. All of that is myths. I promise you, I've been there, done that. I own the t-shirts. I own the empty bank account from that literally almost crushed me back in the day. So there's your lesson on law for the day from somebody who is not a lawyer and cannot give you legal advice, but is telling you my experience. Do with it what you will. With that said, if you hire my company, ProEcommerce Lister, to make your listings, we have a list of a ton of products not to list, and if we see you listing one, we will tell you that you provided us photos of an item that is Veroed, and we will tell you not to list it and help you not get caught. Please hire us to do your listings. You give us the photos, we do the listings. It's 15% off this entire week. Before I leave for Vegas on Monday, discount code RSF15, RSF15. The website is below, ProEcommercelister.com. Let us make all your listings for fourth quarter. Your sales will grow, your stores will grow, and you'll love me later if I help you get out of a Vero. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you watching as always. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you